Hi guys, welcome back to Rock Fabulous 40s, and I am doing a review today on a couple of BH cosmetic palettes that I picked up. You guys are going to see actually a few videos of me with the same hair and top on because I'm doing a lot of recording today. I have a lot of stuff that I want to talk about and I want to put them all in different videos. So you guys are probably going to get tired of seeing the same top and hair for a little bit. Anyways, yeah, and I do that quite often. So it is what it is. Alright, so I'm going to be talking about a couple of brand new BH cosmetic palettes that I believe just recently came out, and I purchased these over Black Friday. I did a little more Black Friday shopping than what I should have, but the palettes I'm talking about really caught my eye, and I thought the packaging was just adorable, so I bought them. Yeah, I bought them for the packaging. Okay, that's just really messed up. Anyway, so I am talking about the new BH Cosmetics Marble Collection palettes. And I have the palette in Cool Stone and I have the palette in Warm Stone. These are both the palettes that they made. And like I said, because I bought these on Black Friday, I got them, they were $8, which is not bad at all. I don't remember the actual price of them when they're not on sale. They're probably like 12 or 16 or something. I don't know. I'll leave links for them down below though, so you guys can check them out if you want. Anyway, so like I said, these are brand new. They came out with BH Cosmetics. They are the Marble Collection. I am wearing the Warm Stone today, so I'm going to jump right in and start with this one. And I love the packaging on these guys. You see how it's got like the marbly kind of top to it? It's just so freaking cute. This is the part that actually got me, is this packaging, like I said. Anyway, so it's just your standard plastic packaging, and a lot of your BH Cosmetics, I guess, what are they called? I don't want to say special palettes because it's not really a special palette, but a lot of BH Cosmetic palettes come in the plastic with the clear lids, or they come in the cardboard packaging. What are some of the ones that I got from BH? The only ones that I've gotten from BH that have been in, you know, like really cute plastic type packaging similar to this but smaller were the ones that were for different colored eyes, the ones that are supposed to match your specific eye color. I have a video reviewing those. I'll leave a link down below, or I might put a card for it up here somewhere. Anyways, so this is the Warm palette. This is called Warm Stone. This is the one I'm wearing today. It has a decent sized mirror in it, which I did use this mirror to apply the shadows today, and it's actually, this mirror is really handy. And then here are your shades. Alright, so you're getting 12 shades in your palette, and they're pretty decently sized pans. I'm going to go ahead and just jump right into doing some swatches for you guys here, and I'm going to do my swatches a little bit different than what I normally do. Instead of just sticking my finger in them and swatching them, I'm actually going to swatch them with a brush today, so you guys can actually get a better idea of what they look like when they're actually swatched, or how you would apply them with the brush. I do have Urban Decay Primer Potion on the back of my hand, and we're going to go ahead and get started. And I'm going to start with the top row. The top row has got a shimmery cream, a shimmery orange, a matte light brown, and a matte kind of, I don't want to say it's dark brown. It's not dark brown, but it's darker than the one before it. It's more of a very warm, almost reddish brown, I guess. Anyway, so this is the row I'm going to start with. And just by the way, in case I didn't mention, this palette has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mattes and 6 shimmers. So here we go, starting with this guy here. These are going to show up decently. So here we go. Okay, so this is the shimmery cream. Look at that. Beautiful. Let me get my little, it's not a real color switch, this is my own little DIY color switch. It's an old Burt's Bees candle holder, and I put a hair donut in it. Works great as a color switch, so I can just run my brush over it. Alright, the next color is this shimmery light orange, which this color is beautiful. I'm actually wearing it today on my lids, and I never ever thought I would ever wear an orange, but this one is really pretty. Okay, ready? There we go. I'm hoping these are showing up well on camera. Okay, so here's the orange. Can you guys see that? It's not like a pale, bright in your face orange. It's like a peachy once it's applied. Very pretty. All right, and then the next one I'm going into is the light brown. This guy right here. And here we go. I use this one as just kind of a transition shade because you guys will see it just kind of blends away into my skin, so you really can't see it that well. Now I'm going to go into the darker, almost reddish brown here. Okay. And I have used this one also as a transition, crease to transition shade as well. Okay, so that's the top row. They seem to come right off pretty well with makeup remover wipes, so it's not really staining, which is nice. Now I have worn these all day, and they do pretty much last most of the day. Let's do some more primer. I'm going to use up a lot of primer swatching these guys. Alright, so next row. Next row is kind of a light taupey gray, and then we've got a shimmery kind of, I want to say shimmery taupe, yeah. Kind of a cocoa brown, and then a dark brown. It's almost black, but it's not quite black. It's still brown. So we're going to go into this row here, starting with the light taupe. Okay, this one, again, it kind of blends right into my skin tone, so it's going to be really, really hard for you guys to see that one. Okay, going into the shimmery taupe. Trying to line up here. This one is just a gorgeous shimmer. You guys see that? Look at that. So pretty. Alright, going into the brown. This one's the kind of cocoa brown. And you know, it's funny that they call this one the warm palette because it does have a lot of warm colors in it, but like this brown right here is not warm. That is a very cool brown. Okay, and now going into the darkest brown. Look at that. Okay, gorgeous. Alright. I'm going to leave those on for a second. I'm just going to prime a little bit down my arm, and I'm just going to continue the swatches on down my arm because I don't feel like just rubbing those off and putting more primer on my hand and then, you know, makeup remover, having to let it dry and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So we're just going to take it on down the arm here. Okay, so I've got Urban Decay Primer Potion going down my arm. We're going to go into the next row, which is some of your pinky peachy shades. So we've got a shimmery pink. We've got kind of a peachy brown, I guess. This is almost skin tone. We've got a shimmery brown and a shimmery brownish red here. Alright, so starting with the pinky peach. Okay, ready? Look at that. So, so pretty. Okay, going into the matte peachy brown. This is a gorgeous transition shade. Okay, going into the shimmery brown. This one is just beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. And then going into the shimmery brownish red. Okay, again, look at that. Beautiful. I'm actually wearing this one kind of in my crease a little bit today. Now the Cool palette comes in like pink marbly packaging. Way, way cute. It's upside down. Way, way cute. Again, big mirror just like in the Warm palette. And then you have all of these cool tones. Look at this. I have worn this one once and I loved it. Now one of the things that I was disappointed about this particular palette is, why am I covering up my mouth? I do that. Anyways, one of the things I was a little disappointed about this particular palette was when it was shipped, when I received it and I opened it up, this one right here was broken. I had to repress him down into the pan, which is a shame because he is a duochrome, beautiful color. He's like a white that shifts to a purple. It's just gorgeous. Anyway, so this particular palette also has 12 shades. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Am I only seeing 4? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one has actually only got 5 mattes, and then the rest are shimmer or satin, I want to say. We're going to go ahead and jump right into these swatches here. And we're going to, again, start with the first row. The first row has got a kind of a peachy skin color shade, a taupey brown, a hot pink, and a dark hot chocolate type shade. Alright, so starting with the peachy pink. Okay, gorgeous, look at that. I really like that one a lot. I have to say that's one of my favorite ones. Okay, going into the brown, the lighter brown. Okay, I've used this one as a transition. It's kind of a taupey. It's got a little bit of a purple tinge to it, I guess. I love these little hair donuts for color switching your brushes. They're amazing. Alright, going into the hot pink, which is a, I'm going to call it a satin. It's not quite matte, but it's not completely shimmery. So I'm going to call it a satin finish. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay. Going into the hot chocolate kind of brown color here. Again, gorgeous. Alright, moving on down to the next row. The next row has got a white. It's a shimmery white, a shimmery purple, a matte deep dark purple, and then a shimmery gray that has just little flecks of glitter in it. This guy does right there. So let's start with the shimmery white. And again, I do have the Urban Decay Primer Potion all the way down my arm. Look at that beauty. Gorgeous. Okay. Going into the shimmery light purple. Okay, gorgeous. It's almost a shimmery lilac. Dark purple. Again, gorgeous. Shimmery gray. And this one, this gray one, is really the only one in this particular palette that's got little pieces of shimmery glittery in it, but you don't ever see any of this shimmery glittery. So that's the gray. Next row. Alright, next row is a white that looks very, very similar to the white above it, except for this one has got a shift, like a duochrome shift to it. Then we've got a purpley silver gray here, a shimmery one, a shimmery blue, and then we have a matte gray right here. Alright, so going into the little duochrome shimmery guy. He's just, oh, gorge, gorge. Look at that. I don't know if you guys, it's not doing it justice, but it shifts like a white to a purpley pink. It's just beautiful. Okay, the next one is a shimmery silver. Okay, again, gorgeous. And then we have a light blue. Very shimmery light blue. And then we've got a matte gray. Alright, so this is your Cool Stone palette here. And honestly, out of the two, I have to say the Cool Stone palette is my favorite. I am more of a cool tone skin tone anyway. I'm wearing the warm today, but I really like the cool tones the best. I really feel that, and you guys will see in this demo, these eyeshadows are very, very powdery. They do have fallout. So you're going to want to wear an eye shield under your eyes, as you're seeing in this demo. I have an eye shield under my eyes to catch a lot of the fallout, and you guys are going to see a lot of the fallout because there's quite a bit. So you're going to want to put an eye shield or something under your eyes, or maybe do your foundation concealer last, because you're going to want to clean up all of that fallout. But the shades blend beautifully when you apply them. I have not had any real problems with the shades like fading into each other and becoming muddled. They blend on top of each other really well. Like, you don't have problems like getting a color to show up because you put it on top of another color. You can definitely distinguish between the colors when you apply. You can really expect that with an eyeshadow primer, these are going to last you most of the day. I wore the Cool palette to work the other day, and even after I went to my personal trainers and worked out and sweated my butt off, got home, I still had shadow on my eyes, and you could still distinguish between the different colors. Yeah, it might have faded a little bit, but I could still see it perfectly, and it was just very, very, very pretty. I really feel though that the shimmers actually stand out a lot more than the mattes. The mattes, a little more work could be done on the mattes to make them actually really show, and they're not patchy, they are very smooth, but I feel that the mattes just didn't really wow me. The shimmers were just absolutely beautiful. So I'm really, really enjoying the shimmers in both palettes. I really feel that these are really good palettes. And I'm sure you guys just saw an application that, you know, they applied actually really, really well. Also, I did, like I said, and you guys saw in the application as well, I used these shadow shields to catch the fallout because the first time I used these palettes, I had a lot of fallout, and because I had my foundation already on, it was really messy, and it was hard to really clean it up. So I did get these shadow shields. Walmart has these. They're like $2 or $3, I think, and there's like 20 of them in there, 14 of them in there. These are amazing. So if you guys have a Walmart near you and you want to check something like this out, you know, go pick them up. They're awesome. Anyway, so the palettes themselves, I really like the palettes. The shimmers are just, oh my God, beautiful. The mattes could use a little more work, but I mean, overall, I'm really, really happy with these guys. All right, so what did you guys think of the way that I did the swatches? Instead of just putting them on my finger and just, you know, putting them on the back of my hand, did you guys actually like the swatches better with the primer and the brush, so you guys could actually see how it applies with the brush? Sometimes it's hard to tell when you just swatch with your finger and just rub it across your hand, because you're not actually getting the real true color of that pigment and how it's going to apply, because you're typically not going to take a shadow and dip your finger in it and try to blend it all over your lid, unless you're just trying to get, you know, some shimmer or something like that. But you guys let me know if you like the swatches better with the primer and the brush. Let me know. I'll continue to do all my shadow swatches that way. It's your call. Anyways, guys, so my overall opinion on these BH Cosmetics Marble Stone palettes, I think these are a hit, in my opinion. I really do like them. Glad I picked them up. A little disappointed that one of the shadows in the Cool palette was broken, which happened to be one of the most pretty shadows in the collection, but I was able to press it back down into the pan. They are soft, buttery, smooth, great palettes. Love them. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Also, guys, you can look me up on my website at www.rockfabulousonline.com. You can look me up on Pinterest, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, Facebook, all under Rock Fabulous 40s. And guys, don't forget to hit subscribe down here somewhere. I'll put a little bubble over here somewhere. And you too can rock your fabulous 40s, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.